How's it going on, everyone? Welcome to our very first podcast. H, what are we going to be discussing about today?
So today, guys, of course, first podcast, but we will start off with a quite a heavy topic, quite a controversial topic, and it's about drama channels on YouTube and how they jump to conclusions without knowing the consequences.
Yeah, drama channels is definitely a very controversial topic.
So, of course, the number one drama channel on YouTube, Drama Alert, many of you know him as Keemstar, DJ
Kill him, Keemstar.
Maker of one of the most fantastic songs of all time. Do you want to play the song?
We'll get copyrighted, dude. Walked in the woods, innit? Found the doll. We'll get copyright singing it right now. YouTube 2019 exposed.
Innit? UMG. Please don't come.
UMG is gonna copyright strike our video.
So, of course, recent events with Etika and
Rest in peace.
Rest in peace. It's quite a sad story, actually. His essentially suicide note was a very touching video, but many people I'm J Station, but many people just started exploiting it for views. He literally like XXXTentacion and
all those rappers that die, Mark Miller, Lil Peep, X, they just exploit their deaths for views and fame and money and stuff, which is ridiculous.
I'm expecting Michael McCraven before they were gone, of course. Okay, legendary man.
Legendary.
With that in recent life, of course, there was one of his most popular moments among YouTube was his interview with DJ Keemstar himself. And it was a very controversial video. It didn't feel like he was talking to someone who was mentally ill. Many things were taken out of context, so I don't want to say anything.
Indeed.
Yeah, damaging. Of course, there was a clip which everyone was just reposting of Keemstar saying, "Well, if life is just a simulation, why not jump off a cliff?" And then Etika saying, "Yeah." Taken out of context, we were discussing life, the possibility of life being a simulation, if it really matters, if life is a simulation. Yeah. But Keemstar had literally made a tweet when Etika went missing, saying that he thinks that the suicide is the suicide of his persona and not of the person himself, of his online character, and that he will just go away from social media, and saying that he doubts Etika will kill himself. Of course, that's not one thing to say to someone who's openly discussing.
Also, he was saying it's a publicity stunt. He was saying he did it for a publicity stunt, because there were some gaming monitors missing from his room.
Yeah,
so basically, he was making speculations, and
you could say it was a case of the boy who cried wolf, because the behavior of Etika was not something new. It had been done before.
Indeed.
And also another channel, not a German channel, but a channel that basically exposes other people. Made multiple videos on Etika, and after that he removed all the videos, basically publicly taking the L. And many people even went after him. Mimology 101 he's called. And so it was unpredictable. But if someone's openly talking about suicide, you shouldn't just say, "Oh, I doubt you're gonna do it."
It was a really bad move from Keemstar, and then he wrote on Twitter that he's gonna be gone from Drama Alert for 3 days. From that, it's like he's done so many mistakes in the past, and then people still he brings on the hate on YouTube. I believe it's not a personal attack, but he brings on the hate on YouTube. Because wait, let me say, because if you consider it like that, he brought so much hate to Etika from the Drama Alert fans that were just bombarding Etika that he's like retarded or like he has mental problems and all that. Don't you think that affected his decision?
Well, I think in the video, Etika seemed like he was going to do it no matter what. He was talking in past tense. He's talking as if he already lived his life.
But it could be the cherry on the cake having millions of fans bombarding your channel.
I don't think he was on social media at that time, but possible. But I don't think it's fair to put the blame of suicide I mean, you can't really blame someone who's commenting on the site, but it definitely isn't the right thing to do. It's better to be a bit more sympathetic. But it was again a case of the boy who cried wolf. But then again, it's bold of you to assume that even before that, what Erica was doing was listen, not a cry for help, because mental health just doesn't come up.
Yeah, indeed.
Most people, when it comes to the time they commit suicide, they've had it for depression for a long time. So
yeah, that's true.
It just comes and goes. And so, a funny thing was that in Keemstar's interview with Erika called him out for publicly making a false allegation of an old man, calling him a pedophile. And it was fun because Keemstar seemed as if he was innocent of this. He said, "I even offered the man $45,000."
Like money. What does it even do?
Yeah, it's like everything can be sold with money. Again, like people, I'm J Station is trying to make viewers feel guilty, saying, "Oh, I did clickbait this video, but I care more about Erika because I actually donated to his family. Have you people complaining donated? Hence, I care more than you."
Making a YouTube video, making thousands of dollars, and donating like $5,000 when you're making, I don't know, like $20,000 from a video, and you donate the $5,000 to the family. What does that do? It doesn't make you a good person. It's just for the public eye.
Just extremely 20,000, but essentially, rich people.
Yeah, I don't know how much money he makes from YouTube videos, but like basically he makes a lot of money, and then he just gives a small amount to the family or those people, and then he's seen as a good person in the public eye to his image.
It's not a small amount to be fair to him, but still, it's trying to make the viewers feel guilty. Oh, I can't afford to do this. You can, hence I care more than you. It's false because what's done is done. You can't bring a dead man back to life. Donating to the family does, and it didn't go to his family because the family claimed that, well, we can afford the funeral. We don't need to raise money for the funeral. How about we raise money for charity, for mental health? So I went to a mental health charity instead of going to Erika's family. So that's another point to be made. So it doesn't go to. It doesn't do anything. You're still exploiting. He's passing away for attention.
Indeed, that's true.
And I think he also changed the title from Etika Ouija board at 3 a.m. to "You YouTubers who haven't donated yet, what a shame." Trying to deflect that, oh, I care more about other YouTubers who just tweet "Rest in peace, Erika," but don't donate. Essentially making other people feel guilty.
It's like also that channel that Mark Curden, or before they were famous, and after they passed away, he does the same thing. Before they were famous, after they passed away, like they just die, and the people just like people are getting killed out here. Like the people need to pay respect, and they're making money off profiting from their death after they've died.
Yeah, it's good to like celebrate death or be reminded of someone's legacy, but it's so distasteful of doing it like not a lot of time after the facts, like 1 week later, 1 month later, making a video on that. You're doing it because it's a hot topic, not because the artist.
No, because they they want to pay respect and they care about the artist. That's
it's more just it's a hot topic. Let's make a video on it.
Just make money on it.
Yeah.
And now everyone's gonna make, like, on YouTube, all the big YouTubers are gonna make a video on Etika, people that didn't even know who he was, or people that never even talked about him in their channel. So they're just gonna make a video just to make money of it. There are some people, though, to be fair, that don't monetize those kinds of videos because they want to pay respect. They just do it to spread awareness for that thing, that suicide, which is really important. But it's like the minority. It's a minority that does.
Yeah, it definitely isn't bad to talk about it. Actually, it's good to talk about it.
It's good to talk about it, but when you talk about a person who committed suicide and had mental health issues and was made fun of by the whole YouTube community, and you monetize your video, and prior to that you were the one making fun of him, then I don't know, man. I don't know how this works.
To be fair, a lot of people don't monetize it. I'm J Station who monetizes it in the video. Hell yeah, this video is monetized, but it's all gonna go to Etika's family. So I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, I
much
mean, like
stance on that.
when I say monetize, I mean they make the money, keep it to themselves. They profit off
Yeah.
the death.
Yeah.
Don't give it to the family. Then obviously then that's the same thing. They're not monetizing it, or even better, giving it to the family.
It's just interesting that after the fact, Keemstar was basically saying it was trying to act like he was like Erika's best friend, and that when he actually tweeted that I doubt he's gonna commit suicide. That's not what you do. That's when your best friend is like suicidal. You don't say I doubt you're gonna commit suicide, bro.
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
that's kind of fucked, you know.
And it called him like do internet friends count it or something like that. Basically, insinuating that he's never even like met with Edka. I don't know if that's true, but I don't think he's met Edka in person or hang out with him. So to me, the situation is pretty weird.
Pretty bad.
And another German channel I want to talk about is a guy named Carlos. You know Carlos?
Yeah, I know him, but like he hosted Drama Alert, I think, for sometimes like Keemstar was gone like a year ago. There had been a beefs around him, but like he grew up so fast, but like I don't really watch him, so like, I'm not really familiar with the topic.
If you look at his thumbnails, titles, on how he just jumps on one-sided stories, it just highlights what is wrong with the YouTube drama scene. Essentially, what happened is always these drama channels, whenever some allegation comes up, make a video inflating the guy, like not even hearing his side of the story, and then just essentially when the other side comes up, they just try as hard as they can to act as if they're not on the wrong, try and like cherry pick some points and show like, oh, because of this, I was still technically right, even if who the person they were initially defending is clearly on the wrong. It happened with Deji and KSI. You know the beef, right?
Dude, I still think Deji and KSI beef was for like the YouTube money. I still think that.
I doubt it. I just think
I think not on both sides, maybe on Deji's side, but like Deji was considering the money for sure throughout the whole beef. Like they could have done it in private, like they could have solved the beef in private, and Deji was blaming KSI that didn't want to solve it in private. But I think actually they could have done it. I think Deji would just wanted like support from his fan base and see how much support he can get. Which he got the support he wanted, but then after when KSI made his response video, everyone was against Deji, and then Deji went on a mental breakdown on YouTube because everyone was against him.
Can you count on one hand how many times they just said that he's gonna move on from this whole thing and sort of privately? Loads of times.
Yeah, but like it's kind of controversial because like you can't know if Deji is right or KSI is right. Like obviously Deji has done more stuff to KSI, but there are many stuff behind the scenes that people don't know.
Yeah, but you can make a judgment on the videos put out. What I'm saying is, these YouTubers, before covering the story, you just view the one side and take everything on surface value without considering anything that can prove the original video wrong, and then just saying, oh, okay, the other guy's a cunt because this person said this about him.
Yeah, from the videos out, I would say KSI's story seems like more reliable.
Yeah.
I think like just KSI doesn't really care, and just Deji just overdid it a little bit. I mean, like he cares about his brother, but like he doesn't really care about the whole beef. Like he didn't want to go on YouTube. He was just responding because he was getting hate.
Yeah. He had to clear the air, to be fair to him. So Deji's was more based on emotion. So
yeah,
I think this judgment was clouded by the whole. It's a bit like childish saying that everything has to go my way, because you can't just what he did with Randolph. You can't blame you can't blame KSI, and I think the recordings that KSI showed of the parents essentially deflecting everything that saying it's KSI's fault, saying basically KSI is in control of Randolph because he paid his wages. The KSI made a sort of a right move to distance himself from the family, because it seemed as if they were the family they clearly have Deji as a favorite, and just I think Keemstar here may be right that Deji maybe needs to move out. Parents, in that age, and if
Yeah, but
you can still have the but you can still have the mentality of everything is my way.
Wait, because your signal is cutting. Your signal is cutting quite a bit. Until they get fixed, I'm gonna say, I think Deji, like, it's his choice if he wants to move out of his parents' house, but like I do believe like he's being protected by his parents, rather than KSI is just being.
I'm not saying he should. I'm saying he should consider it because it's definitely not the parents' fault, but it seems as if he hasn't seen. He hasn't seen, like, I don't know how to phrase this correctly. He hasn't seen life without that sort of mentality. Everything doesn't consider like other people have to do what's best for them. Not everyone is essentially acting for Deji.
Yeah, but like if you really think about it, like parents should have also their opinion. Like their favorite child is Deji, but like they didn't really throw KSI under the bus. I mean, like Deji kicked him out on Christmas Day. Like the parents.
Yeah, but when they recorded, I think it was very, very disrespectful of the parents.
Wait, because your signal is cutting a bit.
Oh, can you hear me? No.
Yeah, I can hear you better now.
Okay, so. But one of the things I'm trying to say is it was disrespectful of the parents to say. It was also disrespectful to random say if you pay someone's wages, you're in control of them. It's like, let's say it's like if an employee does something. And it's not even an employee. It's even more of a fair comparison to the parent. Yeah, they're essentially friends since for a long time. I remember watching, of course, a funny skit of Heskey time and that with Randolph a long time ago. So it's very fair to assume they're a long time. You can't say, oh, you're in control of what your friend does, and also and on top of that you pay his wages, so you can like censor him. To me, that seems like a
that's kind of fucked. That's kind of fucked what Deji was saying. But like Keemstar, I think like everyone was like on him that he's kind of biased with the whole situation with KSI and Deji. But actually, if you really think about it, he was kind of biased. Because from the start, he was Team KSI. Even when Deji's video came out, he defended Deji, but like in a way that made KSI not seem bad at all. Just that Deji was right, but KSI wasn't that bad. So I think like Keemstar generally the whole genre, the channel, have like a history of defending and basically being biased and defending their friends.
I mean, Keemstar has also publicly made the statement that before 2016, the drama alert was biased. Now, if you don't know, I give my opinions. It's more of an unbiased show, but it's an oxymoron because a lot of times he has said, "I report the news." It just says, so you can't say you report the news when you're biased.
I mean, it's not like even mainstream news channels that are like on TVs are biased. So like every news channel is biased, but like on YouTube it's more like a closed community. So like Keemstar, his best friend is like FaZe Banks, KSI, all those guys. If they fuck up really bad, he's not gonna go against them. He's just gonna report the story, but not like spread like tell his fans to attack him. Like the whole FaZe thing. The whole FaZe and the TFU and the contract thing. Obviously, like FaZe was on the wrong with the contract. It was like they even admitted that like they don't make contracts like that anymore. It was like really strict, really listed. And throughout everything, like Keemstar was on team FaZe basically. He was like against Sifu 100%. He was on team FaZe throughout all that because his friends FaZe are his friends. The whole FaZe clan. All of the kids from.
I mean, he can do. I mean, like if he does on Twitter, like he overdid it. He like tweeted a lot of times, like maybe like over 10 times. Like, reminder: Tish, you got 12 Twitch and Instagram ban. But I think he can do that. Of course, it's his private Twitter, but personal Twitter, sorry, private Twitter. But on Drum Alert, I don't know. It's you can't call yourself a reliable news source. I mean, the whole
for sure not a reliable news source. It's just reliable when he reports the news on random people, like on like a YouTuber that's not very well known. He did that and that. That's just reliable. He doesn't know the people. If he posts news on like big like celebrities like Jake Paul, Logan Paul, FaZe, Banks, KSI, then obviously it's gonna be biased. Obviously the whole, like, he hates the polls. I wouldn't say hates. I'm changing it. I wouldn't say hates, but he dislikes the polls for sure. So he's obviously gonna be more on that, like, the whole thing that Logan did with their forest. I'm not gonna even say it because it was really terrible. Like, obviously it was bad, but like, he tried to destroy Logan Paul, Keemstar. Like, he was over there for sure. Obviously, it's like he has more. He goes. The thing is, like, he doesn't report the news. He attacks the people in his videos. And I'm not only going against Keemstar. It's like all those drama channels. They don't just say the news. Like, it's different. Like reporting the story and saying, "Oh, this and this happened," and it's different saying, "Oh my God, he messed up completely. Go, guys, go attack him and all that." Indirectly, that's what he's doing by doing all those crazy reactions. He's obviously doing also for comedic purposes, just for his channel to be more funny and entertaining.
Yeah, that's a good point. I think for Keemstar's history, Keemstar's actions, I think they can sometimes be clouded because the guy has a good sense of humor. He can make some good jokes. He can make his content funny. But really, if you look at his past with YouTubers like Paracynical, if you look at how he treated
Reggae Yandere.
I mean, I'm actually more on. I'm not on Grady Yandere and Leafy's side on that one, but what I'm saying is with Paracynical, like if you watch his video, my experience with Keemstar, it's all just tells you that if Keemstar can lie publicly 3 times in a row, say a differing age of the girl that the Par was supposedly dating, which was biased because it came from YouTubers who essentially Paracynical like broke not broke friendships, but he just essentially he didn't like ride with them as he got bigger on YouTube. Of course they were envious. They sent Keemstar some lies, and Keemstar and they said 16-year-old French girl. Keemstar said that once on a stream. He said 14-year-old. It became a 13-year-old. So if someone can just spread misinformation like this, I don't think you can really trust the person. And also, I think it's funny how have you watched iDubbbz's Content Cup on Keemstar?
No, I don't really watch iDubbbz. What is it? What is he saying?
So basically, the Content Cup on Keemstar was really well done. He brought a lot of valid arguments.
What is that? Why? I know it's like a thing he does, but like he just exposes the people.
Essentially, yeah, he exposes their wrongdoings. He exposes their ways, and he did it on Keemstar, and it was so well done that Keemstar didn't even try to defend any point or apologize for them. He just always like tried to iDubbbz. I love the guy. Really funny content comp. And Keemstar, I think it's fine because liking Keemstar again because she really bounced back.
Wait. Can you repeat it? Because like the signal cut again. Sorry guys for that. Just we're talking on Discord, and sometimes the signal on Discord is like bad.
Oh, so where was I?
Basically, I think you cut where you said that Keemstar didn't even like care to.
He didn't deflect points. He didn't like take points. Yeah. He just said, oh, it was a fun video. Props to the guy. And he's really said many times, oh, I love the guy. He never like hated on him because apparently he liked his videos before the content comp. and it's fun because it's kind of like it's kind of like a one way. It's like when you like your crush, but your crush doesn't like you back. Because I doubt repeatedly has said that when videos Keemstar is a cunt even after all that. And it's fun because when Keemstar bounced back from 2016, his channel was trying to take the hit from the leafy Grady underage drama, also a bit from the iDubbbz content cup. I think that was before. So basically, all those things had mounted up to where he started getting a lot of dislikes, started disabling likes and dislikes. I don't think he ever disabled comments though. He made the video "Why am I still getting hate?" and then afterwards turned it into a meme. So when all that was happening, when Keemstar bounced back, I think it's funny because iDubbbz tweeted out when Keemstar was like doing really. Keemstar tweeted out. iDubbbz tweeted out. Reminder: Keemstar is still an idiot. Something like that. So I think that it was a good tweet because you can really forget like who a person is just by like getting entertained.
Yeah, it's like also in the music industry. Basically, you have idols.
Yeah, that's what
like, even though they can mess up so bad, just because they're entertaining and funny and like they seem good people on camera, you protect them. Like even like if Keemstar now, like okay, if he does something ridiculously crazy, like I don't even want to say, but like very bad, obviously they're not gonna forgive him. But like if he like gets exposed like by a big YouTuber that he fakes the news and all that, and he just biased and all that, people are gonna hate him. Are gonna hate him for a while, but then they're gonna be like, you know what? He's entertaining. He's only like big news channel on YouTube, so like I'm just gonna watch him. It's something like that. It's like he's never gonna lose his viewers. So it's basically that. He's just never gonna lose his viewers. Cause he's entertaining. That's the thing. He's entertaining. He's comedic, and like he's very funny. Okay, I'm gonna admit it. Like when I watch Jump Alert, I sometimes like laugh like really like a lot. I laugh a lot sometimes because he makes those kind of jokes. But the thing is, doesn't mean because a person is like funny and like he's like does good videos means he's a good person IRL, and you should like support him IRL in real life.
So do you think you should separate art from the artist?
Well, like yes, but like if the artist is like I don't know, if the artist is like a murderer, and then like you support the artist and he's been like on trial for like murdering people, and he doesn't regret it, and he says it.
No,
like,
I'm not saying support the artist. I'm saying like, can you appreciate art despite who the artist is? You can indirectly support him by like purchasing his products. Like,
well, like it depends, because like let's say you have a YouTuber. There's like a murderer, right? There's like a psychopath. He's a murderer, and he kills people. He's going in jail, but like he still he doesn't go in jail, but he basically just admits that. Like let's just say that hypothetically he does that, right? Like I cannot support. In his videos though are very fun, right? Like they're very entertaining. Like I might watch his videos and like may have a good laugh, but I wouldn't like support him by buying his merch and that when he's a freaking douchebag.
I'm saying consume his art.
You mean like his videos? We're talking on YouTube, aren't we?
So basically, yeah. So like let's say for example Chris, who's been in controversy due to the start of his career, and some people are surprised as to how he hasn't lost viewership, how he hasn't lost his audience. The things
it's basically that when you have such a big fan base, and like your music or your content is so good, and like people are getting entertained, no matter what you do, like except if it's like very very serious, but like the light stuff, like it's not light stuff, but like some serious stuff that would be considered like crimes, that are actual crimes and illegal, they don't really care about it, just bypass it, because like they say, okay, I like his music.
No. Chris Brown has been charged with multiple regarding like assault.
Yeah, but like this is the thing. Even those charges, like he's like a rapper. That's the thing you don't understand. he portrays like the role of gangster. You understand? Like as Easy said, he portrayed the role of gangster.
I mean, beating Rihanna to the point where she's not. I don't think that's very gangster.
Yeah, obviously that's bad, but like when you talk about rap and the rap industry, they have this the mainstream rap industry. They have to promote this gangster figure. Like they say they do stuff, but like it's fake, obviously. But sometimes it's also real. Like, but they promote those kinds of stuff. So like, cause it's like a hype, gangster, cool, and all that, when it really isn't. So like, people like see like, oh, Chris Brown murdered that or assaulted this person or did that. They're like, oh, like he's a gangster, so it's basically explainable. But like if you're ordinary person that does YouTube and reports the news, goes and beats up someone on the street until he dies or something, obviously his people are not gonna respect him as much. But if his content is good, they're still gonna watch his videos, which I disagree with that. Like if the person is a douchebag, like a really bad person, I wouldn't even want to watch his videos, even if they're good.
Do you think Keemstar fits in that category?
Well, I wouldn't say Keemstar fits there. Keemstar has done some bad stuff. Like he's fucked up a lot of times. Like he fucked up many times. But like I wouldn't say he deserves like people to hate on him. No one deserves people to hate on him except if like they're really bad people. But like Keemstar hasn't done anything that serious. Come on, like he reports and he's done some stuff. Like basically, actually I don't know. It's kind of controversial. He's done some stuff. He's done some stuff actually.
He's a news reporter that points fingers and judges people when he has also been in multiple controversies.
He's kind of hypocritical, but like. Let's
not forget that he licked Pyro's face, called him a lesbian furry, lied about, basically called him a pedophile.
Okay, he's kind of a dick.
How it started was Parcel making a video where he gave constructive criticism, even nothing serious. He just said that with the cases of like alleged like crimes like pedophilia and all that he should make the word like he should remind the audience that all this is allegations. It's not real because his fan base goes and ruins these people's lives for not lives, maybe weeks. He ruins the people's like time for a long time.
It's like the mental health of the YouTuber. Like you think like the celebrities like don't have a heart or anything, like they're just like they can tolerate hate, but like when you open your Twitter and your Instagram and you see 100,000 comments or DMs telling you that you're such a bad person, it's obviously, and you see dislikes on your videos and like even losing revenue, losing subscribers, it's gonna affect you for sure. Like it's gonna put you down. You say, what have I done? And Keemstar promotes that on every person that he doesn't like, and he goes and attacks. He basically points a finger so people go and attack. Indirectly, he does that. He doesn't go attack this person. But he's done so many times. So like, now I'm actually kind of changing my mind. Because before I was like saying, I don't think Keemstar fits in that category. But like actually I think he does fit it. Because he's done some fucked up stuff. Like, and there's like a limit to how many chances you get. Okay, you do it once, you do it twice, you do it 3 times, but like if you always do that and screw up everyone else's lives just for your entertainment or like for your opinions, then I don't know. I don't think like he's a very good person.
It's impossible to strip these people of like their influence because he like people, especially Keemstar, who does Fortnite Fridays and Minecraft Mondays, or James Charles, the biggest independent YouTuber on the platform, PewDiePie, will be participating in it. It's impossible because like if you have so many connections, less people will speak out against you. Like the only people who spoke up against him are people like Great Andre. He rarely does videos, very few videos. He was missing for like twice in a row for very long. Leafy's here. He quit. He quit YouTube. He made an interview.
Wait, your signal cut. He quit YouTube and?
He ironically did an interview with Keemstar after he quit YouTube.
Wait, Leafy did an interview with Keemstar?
Yeah, he didn't know.
When?
Basically, like 2019.
Really? Leafy did an interview with Keemstar 2019.
Yeah.
On Drama Alert.
Yeah. He basically said that he's quit YouTube and he's now investing in stocks, making money and just chilling.
Yeah, basically he was like really smart because he like popped. He was also a controversial channel, but like he popped really like all of a sudden he just became very famous. And yeah, basically he just like made money and things like, okay, screw that, I'm out of the YouTube stuff. Oh yeah, Leafy's here interview 2018, 8 months ago.
Right. So basically, people like Keemstar tried to strip them of power because they're all with so many people, have so many connections. But people like Deji, with limited connections, with limited like.
They get more fucked over.
Yeah, because there's no one like supporting them. Even people who thought he thought were his friends. Like he thought Keemstar was his friend. And Keemstar has never backed him up. Like even when your friend does something wrong, you should you should talk to him privately
and like make him. Also, the thing with FouseyTube, what had happened with the whole thing, like Keemstar just handles everything the wrong way.
Like, I saw that Shane Dawson's Tanacon docu-series thing popped up and decided to do his own with FouseyTube and all those stuff. I think the Tana Monjo, I don't know how the fuck you pronounce her name. What's that's called? Tana Mongolo. So she's also an interesting figure because she's done so many controversial stuff. And people think that, and people always think, oh, this person has changed. Now she's not like that. And apparently, she had been cheated on by her boyfriend. But many sources said that this is false. This didn't happen. And that he got cheated on by her for Jake Paul. It was no surprise to me. It was like you're going to publicly like call out this one person for cheating on you. I'm sure I can't be like 100% positive, but I'm more leaning towards the conclusion that she just it's like the case of you know this gold digger prank where but the real ones like what's it called? Do you know UDY?
I don't know the channel, but I've seen those pranks that he goes and like picks up girls and like with a car and stuff.
I think those ones are like the only ones I've seen which seem real. The other ones just seem fake as fuck. So in those videos, actually the girl sees an opportunity as an upgrade. You understand? Like from this boyfriend to another.
Yeah. So I think that's what Tana did basically with Jake Paul.
She saw Jake Paul come along and and they got engaged. Did you see that? They got engaged.
Yeah, but bringing it back to the topic, basically, Keemstar is very controversial. He was even banned from YouTube, if you remember. Like he that's why he doesn't own Dramalet.
What I think is funny is that Keemstar, I think, definitely owns Dramalet. Come on.
Of course he owns Dramalet, but like he has a friend basically that just has like the account or something, like the bank account or something.
Yeah, because he's done a lot of fucked up shit. We all know the meme, the Alex meme.
Yeah, the Alex is N-word.
Funny, cause he has made a video exposing Jake Paul, in which someone who wasn't supposed to be recording, so it wasn't made to be public. This was him having fun with his friends, was saying a freestyle, and said the N-word in a freestyle to rhyme with something.
Yeah, then he exposed. That's the most hypocritical shit. So, like, if you say if you're like white and you say the N-word like on purpose, or you just say the N-word, obviously it's bad. Like you shouldn't be saying it. But like if you're just reading a rap lyric with your friends, because like the rappers always say the N-word.
It was a freestyle. He was saying he was spinning a freestyle. But I think we should.
Oh well, if it was a freestyle, then like. Okay. Look, but like the rap industry, they say this word 100 billion times. Lil Pump is Mexican. He says it. 6ix9ine is Mexican. He says it. No one uses that shit. But like when Jake Paul, like they're Mexican. They're not even black, and they say the N-word so many times. And like if you freestyle, it just slips. Like not a lot of hate intent.
So, okay, my stance on it is that Jake Paul was. No one was supposed to be recording. He was in closed doors with his friends, and I think if you know It's like the case of.
Yeah, but you cannot base of that. Like, if you don't know if there's a camera, you can say whatever all those bad stuff.
No. So you're saying a word. You can say the word, but what the problem is if you say it when someone black is around and he's not okay with it, you shouldn't use it. It's like saying, okay, I'm going to make a joke about I don't know, about gay people. You can do it, but if you know a gay person is hearing it, it's not the wise thing to do because you know you're upsetting someone. But
yeah, like, it's different. Like, basically, you're close doors, your friends. You might say like a racist joke, and like obviously you're not gonna go around saying that when you have such a big platform to all those kinds of people, the millions of people that watch you, a racist joke. You're gonna get like fucked over by everyone.
Because first of all, we need to understand that Keemstar said it in a derogatory manner.
Yes.
Because apparently, Keemstar's Italian roots. So he's basically, you know, the Italian generation of Americans, and Alex used a racial slur for Italians, and he used it because Alex is black. He used it in a derogatory manner, directed to somebody.
Yeah, but that's like the worst case. Like, it's different, like just saying it, and it's different saying it directly out of hatred to a black person.
Yeah,
like the worst broadcasting it live on YouTube, or was it YouTube?
How can you criticize Jake Paul? Jake Paul, no one was supposed to be recording. This was closed dours with his friends.
Yeah, but the thing is, the counter argument is like he just reports the news. Like he's like not personally he might have said that. So it's not hypocritical. He just reporting the news. Just reporting it. Like he has to report the news. He cannot not report the news just because he has done it.
You can report the news, but you criticizing it.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yeah, that's the thing. He's also criticizing him, which is wrong. Yeah. So controversial. Like if you just said that happened, it's like, oh my god, like let's hope J. Paul doesn't get hate or something. All right, but like if you just like laughing his ass off and like doing all those crazy things for the comedy stuff, part of the basically. Video.
He said out of hate, not comment. Like, let's say you're in a Discord, people on Discord.
He's doing it on purpose. He wants those people to lose themselves. Yeah. He wants those people. He hates those people. He's basically bringing negative energy onto YouTube. That's the thing.
So what I'm saying is with the N-word, like if anyone's familiar with Discord culture, you know many people use it, but it's because Discord is filled with teenagers who can take jokes. I mean, in most Discord servers, if you're in a server.
Yeah, but like it's not a joke using that word anymore, bro. It's not a joke. Like it depends. It depends. It depends on context. The context is the key, man.
If you know everyone, like in most servers I'm in, if you know everyone is okay with it. No one.
Yeah, black people, white people, they're okay with using like that basically discriminatory language. Then yeah, okay.
But the thing is, it's different if you mean it. If you're making it as a joke for comedic purposes.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
But Keemstar was the worst example.
Because he meant it. Yeah.
Directed somebody who was black, broadcasted it, and
also even off camera. You say it directly to someone, even off camera. If you say it on Discord directly to someone, and then it basically gets leaked on YouTube, obviously you deserve to get the hate. It's not private. But like J. Paul just freestyling, he just slipped. He didn't say. It's the context. The context matters. If you just freestyle and say that word, like it's used by Lil Pump, 6ix9ine, which aren't even black, and all those kinds of people, then I would say it's better than just like directly hating on a person and using a word to offend a person, which is the worst offensive word you can use with a person of color.
It's the same thing with like everything. Like let's say you can make fucked up jokes about it. Let's say you make fucked up jokes about like let's say like a person who's lost a limb. If you make a joke like let's say the most shitty joke like why did the girl fall off the swing because she had no arms. Even stuff like that. If you say to person who has no fucking arms, it's offensive.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. It's a content, man.
Depends on the target audience.
If you have such a big platform, if you have so many viewers watching, and you say those kinds of stuff, you're obviously influencing other people to go and say those stuff to those people that he's targeting.
I mean, what's interesting to me is there was this controversy a while ago, where Kendrick Lamar had invited a white girl on stage to rap one of his lyrics, and he knew the lyrics contained the word. And he invited her on stage, and when she said the word, she said, "No, hold on," and then sent her back. That's so embarrassing. How can you do that? If your stance on the word is,
I don't know about. I haven't heard about that incident, but like I have to like trust you on that one.
Yeah. So if your stance on that word, to me, I use offensive language. So to me, but if someone isn't okay with it, you don't use it.
Yeah,
so,
indeed.
So like even like on many Discord, there are black people who I'm not going to say encourage but tolerate that behavior. You understand what I'm saying? But if your stance
on but it's still not okay. Like it's still not okay.
If your stance on the word is it's not okay, but we black people can use it because it's different context. Because it's different context. And if your songs contain the word, obviously, the majority of the people listening to you, if you're mainstream, in America, where I think 13% of the people, only 13% of the American population are black, obviously the majority of your audience will be white. So if you're mainstream and using the word, obviously the people listening to you who are jumping to the song won't censor themselves. They're going to say the word.
So that's a bad thing. That's not good. That's a bad thing.
So what you're suggesting to you're deceiving your audience because you're suggesting to your audience that this is okay.
Yeah, he's basically rapping out those lyrics. According to you, if that happened, but like I don't know, I haven't looked at that incident. But he's basically rapping those lyrics, bringing a white girl on stage to rap the song. He knows what the lyrics contain. So basically, like, rap the lyrics, and then you rap the lyrics, okay, then fuck you now. Why you say that word?
Yeah.
Hey, you told me to rap the lyrics. You brought me on stage, like, I didn't volunteer.
It would be, like, what do you expect her to do? To just censor herself half the song?
Actually, maybe she also could have, like, not said that word or something. Come on, like, because it is like, they just say it, and they don't, like, make it as a rhyme. They just say it. Like she could have censored.
I mean, people like I've seen Hobson invite someone on stage to rap one of his raps, and he killed it. And the rap had the word, I think, multiple times, and he said it. But Hobson didn't react that way because Hobson knows that the majority of his audience. I mean, Hobson is kind of memed on because everyone says all of his audience are white. So you can see, like, if your stance on the word is, I don't think we should use it. Why shouldn't use it? Respectable. But if you're mainstream and your songs contain the word, a lot of times you're obviously sending the message that this is not bad.
Wait, maybe it was. I'm reading about Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, that's what I said.
Should Kodak Black.
I said Kendrick Lamar.
No, you said Kodak Black, man.
No, I said Kendrick Lamar, and I didn't mention Kodak Black.
Oh, so Kendrick Lamar. Oh, right. Okay, so yeah, basically. So yeah, guys, Kendrick Lamar, not Kodak Black. Also my fault, and probably H's fault.
I said Kendrick Lamar, bro.
Dude, I think you said. Why would I say Kodak Black if you like? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe you said Kendrick, maybe you said Kodak, but I said for sure Kodak. Anyways, yeah, so Kendrick Lamar, apologize for that, Kodak Black, really do. So yeah, let's continue.
So, I mean, what's your stance on the word?
I told you, man, like, basically, I wouldn't like promote it, or I wouldn't like even have like people of Mexican descent say that word. like Lil Pump and 6ix9ine. But like if you invite someone on stage to rap your lyrics, it's 50-50 because like it's also your fault because you invited them to say your lyrics. You cannot be mad, but it's also like the person's fault because like, okay, I know I'm white, but like why should I say that word? Like try to censor yourself. But like it's like 50-50 the blame, I would say 50-50. That's my stance. And the word like shouldn't be used. Should be used if it's in context. Is not as if it's like if the context is good, like basically not good, but basically is explanatory. Like Jake Paul, you just freestyling, he just the word slipped. It's bad. Like he apology like an apology would do it. But if it's like Keemstar situation, like an apology just doesn't cut it, bro. Like okay, like you might have changed, but like if that happened once with that, like people forgave you. We obviously saw that. But it's repeatedly stuff like that were happening. Not racists, but like not racist attacks, but like you directly sending your fans over to attack other people. It's like repeatedly happening, all those kinds of like and biased news and everything just makes you a shit person, man. But like on the other side, he's also helped a lot of people. He's defended a lot of people. He's basically smaller channels that were getting fucked over by YouTube. He was defending those kind of channels. Yeah, rip H. But yeah, he was defending those kind of channels. He has helped, I would say, a lot of the community, right? Like he has helped. But like I think it counters. I don't know if it counters. Like there's like a scale. Like he said the N-word purposely on a black individual. He's done all the stuff that was being exposed that he was doing. He admitted that he was doing. He apologized for that stuff. But like then you have to basically say to yourself, did he apologize because he wanted to apologize, or did he apologize because his YouTube dislikes he was getting bombarded with dislikes and hate, everyone was unsubscribing just to fix his image? Because like if he really wanted to apologize for all that stuff that he was doing, like all those, you can see the videos of exposing Keemstar. If he really wanted to apologize, basically he would apologize at that time of it happening. Like when he has said that, I don't know if he apologized about the N-word situation, but like on other occasions he would have apologized or addressed the issue and say, I'm sorry, I apologize for that. But now he kept it under the bus so people don't hate on him, and then everything just bursted, and that's why he was getting bombarded with dislikes and unsubs because he was getting exposed by all the YouTubers. That way, that's basically my stance on Keemstar. He's a bit controversial, and the news are kind of biased. And like he says, he doesn't have biased news, but we all know like he's obviously gonna defend his friends, like FaZe Banks and KSI. He's not gonna go against them. Keemstar kind of vibed with him, but like the thing is that that when that all happened, like FaZe Banks and they all basically FaZe Banks got most of his tattoos from Romeo. From already, like, even though all of them. So basically, that's what happened when FaZe Banks, like, and all that started not fucking with Romeo Lacoste anymore. Keemstar just went on FaZe Banks' side, going completely against Romeo. If FaZe Banks defended Romeo, I would say that Keemstar would have defended Romeo, and that's the sad truth, though. So yeah, that's the sad truth about Keemstar and all that. Alright, so H is back. So yeah, that's basically the thing with Keemstar.
So I guess my power cut.
Yeah, basically, yeah. I just talked about Keemstar. I just talk about Keemstar and like he's been so controversial. Like his good acts that don't outweigh his bad acts. If you understand what I mean. He's done some good stuff, but he's done a lot of bad stuff. So like I don't know, it's like kind of 50-50. I don't know. I still don't know though.
Yeah, I mean, do you remember when we were talking with our Serbian friend?
Yeah.
And he made a good point. When you're being judged, you're not being judged on the good stuff you've done. you're being judged on the bad stuff you've done, which is a very good point. So you need to own
Yeah,
up
but
to
like
your,
also, like if a person has done some bad stuff and apologized for those bad stuff,
yeah,
and then
that's the
from
thing.
then on does wait,
Apologize.
he has
He
apologized,
said
but as I
no,
said
no,
before, when you were
he
gone,
hasn't.
he late
He hasn't.
apologized. Yeah,
No,
basically. Oh,
no,
yeah, for the stuff
not
he's done now, but like for the
correct.
serious stuff, he's apologized.
No, because instead of owning up to it, like for, maybe you can do it, but because he was on the spot with Erika, it showed like how he really felt about the pedophile stuff, and he said, and he didn't take it. He didn't take. Okay, I was wrong. He said, but I offered the guy 45,000 after essentially ruining his life, and the same, and he didn't apologize to Paris Nico.
Yeah, yeah, basically. Okay, yeah, he didn't apologize, but he's apologized for the N word to Alex.
He hasn't. He hasn't like he replies to all the tweets calling him out about the Edgar situation, which are stupid. But on the ones which are valid, he just never acknowledges them. He just replies. That's like the tactic of like straw man. Like he's saying that everyone who's criticizing him about the Erika event, their argument is this. He's just portraying like all the people who criticize him about Erika, the stupid people, when he never replies to the ones which are actually valid, like showing a screenshot of him doubting suicide of someone who comes out and talks about being suicidal. It's not.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Who's essentially your friend.
Yeah, that's the thing. Basically, Keemstar is not like. I think he would gain more respect if he actually just owned up to make mistakes. Like, he makes a video. Like, he should make a video on Drama Alert saying, "I was an asshole. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to Etika. Rest in peace." Like, I shouldn't have said those stuff. I shouldn't have like made fun of him. He was going through some mental issues. Like, I'm sorry, Etika. That's what he should have said. He should have made. Actually, not should have said. That's what he should say. He should make a Drama Alert video. And then in that video mention that, at least mention it, let alone make a dedicated video to it. But like, he should mention it. If he doesn't apologize, just moves on with the news, like just takes a break so people forget about it for 3 days and then moves on with the news. And I don't know, that's kind of like an asshole move, in it.
The interview was pretty controversial because obviously Erika was putting on an act. Because Keemstar even said that before the Drama Alert was shooting, he wasn't acting like that. So definitely something about it was an act. So the thing with the Antichrist, like maybe he believed in that, but he overdid it.
Like, I don't know. I don't really know on that matter, but like, continue.
So what I'm saying is like, obviously Erika was also giving the audience entertainment. So he was acknowledging that the Drama Alert was entertainment. But what happened afterwards, when Erika came out to public that he's suicidal, like he started putting a tweet saying he doubts that his friend, in quotation marks, is going to kill himself. That's not what you do. Like let's say one of your friends came up as suicidal, and he had done it before. Okay, your friend had been suicidal before, but he never did it. But then he comes up suicidal again, and what says, "Oh, you've done it again. You've done it previously, so I doubt you're gonna do it." Would that be correct?
But like, yeah, but he was wrong. He was obviously wrong, though. Yeah,
I mean, if you're
at least you could say, look, to be like on the other side, to play devil's advocate, he wasn't. That he said like it might be real, but he said he doubts it, but he never like never like closed down the possibility that it might be real.
But he didn't. Of course he didn't. But if you openly, publicly tweet about it, so it's not even the case you have to report the news. He tweets about it in a fashion of a meme. Press X to doubt. It's like saying, "Oh, bro, I think I'm going to commit suicide," and you just reply, "Oh, press X to doubt." And it's different. Look, it's different. I can play the devil's advocate on a song called Memology 101. Basically did the same thing, based on previous times where Erika came up as depressed and suicidal, and he never did it. He said that he's just looking for attention. He was obviously wrong, but looking at the devil's advocate, playing the devil's advocate, he was never like Etika's friend. So it was the case of the boy who cried wolf. So. But if you're a friend, you need to be there no matter what.
Yeah, indeed, yeah.
Of course, it's not. Keemstar and Erika weren't like real friends.
Like he also does like those reactions and stuff just for like the views, like cause if he's like his friend, let's say a hypothetical scenario, like one of his YouTuber friends fucks up completely. Instead, instead of like, if he's not that good of his friend though, right? Like let's say it's like Etika, they weren't that good of friends.
But it's not that Erika did something wrong.
Yeah, no, I know he didn't do anything wrong. No, he didn't. But like, I'm saying, let's say like something hypothetical, right?
Yeah.
Let's say like someone like Etika that wasn't very close friends with Keemstar, but actually did something bad, right?
Yeah.
He actually did something bad. Then and then like Keemstar would report it, and like everyone would hate on that person, all right? But Keemstar, like, if he was his friends, he would defend him. But like he wouldn't defend like a person like Etika. Even like if this goes back to the James Charles and Tati beef. That PewDiePie was the first one to defend James Charles. Before that, Keemstar just was attacking James Charles. He just jumped on the bandwagon of being against James Charles to just to get views, because like Keemstar obviously like knew that obviously like the whole argument with the vitamins was kind of like stupid.
Yeah.
But Keemstar just jumped on the bandwagon just to get the views.
But
don't you get it?
We need to, but with Tati and James Charles is one interesting thing. I don't know how nobody caught on to that, but because PewDiePie's point was essentially that he never said James Charles. He was less defending James Charles and more criticizing Tati, because his conclusion wasn't that James Charles good guy, Tati bad girl. His conclusion was that James Charles has done fucked up stuff, but because this happened essentially a long time ago, it has been going on for a long time. If James Charles never promoted the other company's vitamins, Tati would be, oh, good boy James Charles. She wouldn't say anything. So that's the point. So the point was that we should also, it's stupid because we shouldn't disregard the allegations on James Charles, because many of them are with proof. But not a sexual predator or something, but definitely manipulative.
But he was but like even with the waiter guy, he still said that like obviously he wasn't manipulated into it.
But
he wanted it. He came up with a video.
But after their encounter, she tried to convince him that he was gay. He was saying, I don't think. She said that after like last night, I don't actually think I'm into men. I'm sorry, but this won't work out. And he was saying, no, you're gay. Just admit it, like those stuff.
Yeah.
It's like saying it's the same thing. It's not the same thing, but he obviously James Charles doesn't care about the guy's sexuality. He cares that he's saying that he's not into him. It's like a girl says, "Oh, I'm not into you," and you're like, "No, come on, you're into me. You're into me."
Yeah, I understand what you're saying.
So that's essentially it. Because after that, apparently the guy never flirted with James Charles. It was like done and dusted. He said that to him it was done and dusted.
Yeah.
So the conclusion to that, and also KSI and Deji, is that no one is on the right. Both parties have done mistakes. Everyone does mistakes. But the thing I can give James Charles a bit respect for and KSI a bit respect for is that when they've done mistakes, they admit to it.
Deji, that's the thing.
Deji never admitted to anything. Deji never admitted to manipulating his 45-minute video. Deji never admitted to anything. And then he's made a video saying moving on, but then he was like, wait a minute, I found text. I found text.
Yeah, let me make another toast video. That's the thing. Like, if you're like a real person and you admit to your mistakes, people like let's say with the rice gum thing, the gambling rice gum situation. Basically, rice gum. Do you remember that? And he promoted the gambling side. There was a scam, the gambling side. So basically, he promoted gambling to kids, and it was also a scam. With that situation, basically, Rice Gum just said, you know what, I just got sponsored by them, I got paid money, I know it was a scam. I know it was it was fake, it wasn't a scam, I know it was fake or something. That's what he said, he's like, I don't care. he's like apologized. He just said, I just wanted to get it for the money, and other people have done it. They just attacked RiseGum. He just admitted it. He admitted the truth. He didn't try to defend himself and go on that whole beef stuff. Like KSI, he said, I've done some mistakes, but like I admit to them. I've done those fucked up things. But Deji, you cannot attack me on those certain points when you are the one that are manipulating the situation. That's basically it.
Wait, did you hear everything or did I cut?
What do you mean?
Did I cut? Because you were saying connecting. Up to what point did you hear me?
No, I said I was talking and I was saying about the RiseGum thing.
Also, man, I was talking for so long and nothing. I was like, because I was suspecting because I couldn't hear you talking. So I was reconnecting. You didn't hear anything I said?
No, nothing. I was talking about the RiseGum thing. Basically the gambling thing. So yeah, I just touched up on that. Overall...
Didn't you hear what I said on KSI and Deji?
Yeah, KSI admitted to his mistakes. So that's the thing. Okay. Overall, basically, the moral basically of this whole podcast is, if you make a mistake, and you admit to your mistake, and you're saying, okay, I did this fucked up thing, I apologize, I really do apologize. It's not just for the YouTube, so I can just get the YouTube revenue and not get this like bombarded and unsubbed. I really apologize. If you guys want to watch me, continue watch me. If you don't watch me. Not just go on the whole rants and everything.
Yeah, that is exactly what that guy Mimology 101 did. But he also he attempted to defend himself, but it was from slanderous claims. So
yeah, and also defend yourself from the slanderous claims and say, Deji, you attack me for those points, but you've done the same, though. You've done the same. At least I admit that I did those stuff. I apologize, but you do the same. You don't admit anything. You just manipulate this whole situation. Yeah. That's what Keemstar also does. Like basically, he's also.
I think another point to make is you can really tell, like with Keemstar, that when someone publicly apologizes, in the future you can tell if he really does or not, because Keemstar obviously publicly apologized for calling the alleged pedophile a pedophile when he wasn't a pedophile, when the claims were false. Another point to make, I think, is that you should really also see if a person meant the apology or not, because with Keemstar's case, in the moment with Erika, where it was like where Erika started taking shots at Keemstar was like, wait, I'm not the one that should be taking shots. I'm the news reporter. I should be making fun of you. You're the guy who's saying you're Antichrist. So he had apologized for it before, but then he acted as if what he did was not wrong. He said, "Oh, come on, that's such a low blow. I gave the guy 45K." Essentially saying that, "Oh, well, I wasn't wrong. I made up for it."
Yeah, but just giving money. All that hate, all that mental state the person was after all that hate. Just fixed by just throwing some dollar signs around.
You can really see it if you re-mention it. So you cannot do it online because obviously people can hide their emotions online.
Yeah.
But if you're on a call, a call online, but if you're just saying it on Twitter, a guy can say anything.
Yeah.
So you need to really see if he meant it or not.
Yeah. So that's basically overall what's going down with the YouTube drama and stuff.
So guys, moral of the story here is,
admit your mistakes.
If you didn't know this, you should really read some Aesop fables or some shit. I don't know. We're not preachers. We're two guys in our teens with too much free time on our hands. So if you like the podcast, leave a like, subscribe for more content, and also
the like button.
Yeah. Also, if you didn't know, we also have a Discord where we can also be having guests. Not really special guests, but we're going to have a Discord chat where we will be recording audio from that chat. So if you want to just come on the podcast to contribute to the discussion, you can join the Discord link down below
in the description.
We can have some fun time.
Anyways, this has been the Rex Central podcast, our very first podcast. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.